I'm Awesome Alex. You might have heard me from my Awesome Alex series, Taking Care of Pets. Yes, I'm in my pajamas. But today we will be talking about pet crabs. There are two basic species of crabs. The one of them you might not know. It's called the fiddler crab. That is my fish tank. I have a community fish tank. I have a dojo loach, which is the eel swimming around. He's right there. Most people just call him eel. And I have two glowfish. They're kind of hiding right now, but they're very active fish. I have a red one and a gold one. I have a snail that goes in my fish tank right there. And I have a few others in this tank, but they like to hide, and they probably will never come out of hiding. But there is something in there that I will show you, and it's called a North American fiddler crab. Fish are just about the easiest animals to take care of. But the thing about this guy, he's not a fish, but he's just as easy. You can see my suckerfish right there. He just came out of the log. They're just called suckerfish because they like to clean the algae, but their real name is Plecostomus. Now, on my log right now, you might be able to see him. You'll see him clearly in a second. Is the fiddler crab. He's actually a crab that goes in my fish tank. It's a little active right now. Plop that right back there. Good. Okay, that is my fiddler crab. He is a boy. As you might be able to see, one of his claws is much bigger than the other one. That's used for attracting mates. These crabs actually will not pinch you if you hold them, but sometimes they might get a little angry and try. You really should never hold the crabs. It's just not safe for you and the crabs. But he's a friendly little guy. They get a little bigger than this. Their average size is 3 inches, so that's not that big. Come on, little guy, off the net. Now, some facts about these crabs. The big claw they have, I might have said this before, they use it for attracting mates. Only the boys have this big claw. So, what they'll do is they'll flash the big claw in front of the girls, the females, because usually their big claw is very colorful. These crabs are very delicate, and they lose their legs easily. So, what you need to do is just never really jostle them or bump them around when you're putting something in or out of the tank. And you should never really handle these crabs ever. If you absolutely positively need to handle them, then it's okay as long as you don't do it often. These crabs eat a certain kind of food that you need to buy for them. This is food for the crabs. It's called aquatic shrimp, crab, and lobster food. Now, these crabs, they eat it. Cameraman, can you see this, Barry? Can you see it? Okay, good. What you do is, these are pellets. They're long pellets that you feed to the crabs. Now what you do is every day or two, you could wait a few days if you need to, but you take, you give them, they sink. So if you put them in the water, they'd sink. If you have a little crab, which ranges from 1/2 inch to 1 inch, you give them 1 pellet. if you have an average-sized crab, which is my crab that I just showed you, you would give them 2. But if you have a large crab, which ranges from 3 to 4 inches, you would give them 3 pellets. Now, these pellets sink in, what? Oh. These pellets will sink in the water, so let me now demonstrate. Where's my crab? Where's he hiding? Come out, wherever you are. Okay, there he is. Get a good look at him. Alright, now let me demonstrate how you feed the crabs. You'd hold the pellets, just like this, and then you'd put the pellets... Oh, he's running away from me right now. Alright, spread out so you can see the tank. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Alright, you drop the pellets in front of the crab. Sorry about that, I hit him. And then, eventually, he will eat them. Yeah, he's eating it right now. These crabs are nicknamed cleanup crabs because if a fish ever dies in your tank, sometimes the dead fish will make the other fish sick and then potentially killing them. These crabs will take all the germs off of a dead fish or fish poop and they will eat it. So it will completely protect the other fish, and sometimes they'll even clean the fish if they have germs on them. So they're very significant crabs. Let me just put these pellets away. These crabs cost about $8 to $10 in a pet store. But I think it's worth it. They are very good pets, and if you have a community fish tank, I think they're a very good choice. Now, there's another kind of crab that you might buy. The other one is, you might be familiar with this one. It's called a hermit crab. He's a little afraid of me right now, but they're kind of shy. This is a hermit crab. Can you see his legs and body all right? All right. They come in shells like this. In a pet store, people decorate the shells, and they make them look really cool and funny and pretty. So, and then the crabs go inside the shells. Maybe later we'll catch him walking around, and it's really funny, actually. But these crabs, most people, when they get a crab, stop that, cameraman. Most people, when they get a crab, they want to pull them out of their shells and see what they look like without the shell. Don't do that. You will kill the crab. First of all, the crabs will hold on to their shells and they will make a really good fight. If you tried to pull out the crab, if you were like 5 years old, you actually couldn't do it because they're so strong. Now, the crabs, just keep them in their shells. Eventually, they will change shells. Stop that. My cameraman is a little hilarious right now. But please stop that. What they'll do is, every month or two, they will outgrow their shells, and they'll move out of it, and they will go in a bigger one. That's your chance to catch them out of their shells, because they'll be moving into a different shell. You should always have a shell in there that's a little bigger. Kevin, please stop. Please. Oh my God, this. Okay. Water. You should give them 2 water bowls because another thing about them, they need a big tank. My crab is about 3 inches long. His tank is around 11 gallons. They need big tanks because they need a lot of room. So if you have a crab about this size, you need a tank about this size. You should provide 2 water bowls. Look at the water bowls. Come on, go to the water bowls. He is in one of them right now. Right here. Food. This is what the food looks like. I mixed a bunch of different kinds of foods in there. This is what one kind of food looks like.